Let's prepare ourselves to be a receptive vessel of love as we breathe in deeply into our own heart center. I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. And through that declaration, that mantra of self-ascension, we create the opening of authentic guidance, of authentic connection.
Hello, beloved angels of great crystalline light, of great crystalline experience, and of great crystalline DNA. We welcome thee, and we say hello to thee. We offer our hands to thee this way, and invite you to greet us in same, holding the hands so that they form almost as if a pyramid, and allowing the thumbs to extend. Bringing them up, around. Bringing them up, touch the head, and around. Up, touch the head, around. As we do this, and as you do this, it is a greeting of simple love, a greeting of simple remembrance. Touching up, around, together. Touching up, around, together. You may say, why do we begin this way with this movement of the hands? We say it is because we love you, and it is because we invoke thee now to remember, to go deep within the divinity that is your birthright, to go deep within that energy and to claim it back again. For when the energy moves, when you greet with love, there is a love that becomes the receptacle or the repository of the divinity that is your journey. Feel this gift as we open today. You may say, who is here? We say we are all here, yet many know us as the T-12. And we come to you now as the T-12 because of the divinity within that is expressing now. There is the energy or the mass consciousness that is very much like the lotus, only it is not, let us say, in the way that the lotus is normally understood. When the seed of a lotus is offered by a human into water, it must first be rubbed or polished. It must be opened. If a raw seed is placed into the water, it will often die and wither. It will often simply float or bob, but it has no structure, no form. It has the ability to germinate within, yet it is unable to connect with the water. Imagine yourself as the seed of the lotus. You are the seed. Place thyself in thy hand right now. You are the seed. And notice as the seed is in thy hand, as you are moving the seed, there is an end where you see it must be opened. Perhaps it is like a file. You use your other hand like a file, and you open that end of the seed. What this does is offer to you the opportunity to fully release, connect, and germinate your wisdom. Release, connect, and germinate your wisdom. For this is the energy that is floating through the experience of crystalline DNA brethren in this world right now. To release, to connect, and to germinate. To release is to let go of the belief, for indeed it is a belief, it is not a truth. To release is to let go of the belief that there is a need to not do. For many who are on the journey of divine reawakening into their crystalline form, there is a belief or a perception that to not do is to do. Do you understand this? We believe you do. For when the inactivity of not doing is placed into the seed of the lotus, you become the bobbing seed that will eventually wither away and rot, because there is no ability to connect. To connect is involved with doing. And so to release is to release false beliefs, to release false perceptions, to release the ultimate false perception, which is that you are this body, you are this life, and that this is all there is. When you are able to release and expand through this, you are able to become the open seed. To become the open seed, your beliefs, your perceptions, they are rubbing, are they not? They are the file against the end of the seed. And it is time for you to say, I have been rubbed enough. For indeed, you have been rubbed enough. All of the experiences of this world, that which you call chaos, that which you call drama, that which you call war, that which you call conflict, that which you call guilt or fear or doubt, these are all simply files for the seed. They are files for the seed. And it is important to remember that you do not want to file the seed too much. For if you file the seed too much, you are no longer opening it, you are damaging it. And so for your connection now, in order to connect, it is time to release the file. It is time to release all that has created the opening. For the opening is upon thee the moment you choose it. The moment you say, I choose now the opening. And it is then you are able to begin the process. Indeed, we offer it to you in the word of the initiation of the connection. It is time to connect again. You may say, I am already connected. I am here. I am already connected in so many ways. I do practices. I read things. I trust my guidance. We celebrate you and say yes. Yes, yes. And to connect, to fully connect, goes beyond the word. We offer you connection again through the energy. Connection again through the energy. When you connect, when you truly connect, there is a stable influence, an abundant flow, a stream that says, welcome, because you have stepped into the stream with presence. You have stepped into the stream with the seed of your lotus. You, as the lotus, filed, not too much, active, because you are applying all that has come forward, and you enter the stream with the presence of connection. Connection is presence. Presence is connection. Without this understanding, there is the illusion of connection. There is, so to speak, the scotch tape of connection, where you feel you must be taped together, where you must be bound in a connection, where connection requires specifics or paradigms or rules or other forms of concrete, densified experience to be connected. This, beloved angels, is attachment. It is not connection. There is a vast difference between connection and attachment. To connect is to enter into the stream as a willing participant who has polished their seed to be available to germinate. Release, connect, germinate. Now the seed of the lotus, entering the water prepared, begins to expand its energy, and the roots take form, and the bud begins, and the germination becomes part of the mastery process. To germinate the seed of the divine lotus within is to accept the mastery process. The mastery process is a divine gift that you have walked through before. This is not the first time you are the seed. This is not the first time you have walked through the illusion or the belief of inaction or non-activity. This is not the first time that perhaps you have rubbed your seed so raw that it will never germinate. Yet in this world now, in this life experience now, you are here now to expand into and germinate your mastery process. This mastery process has deep roots. And this is why so many would prefer to jump into the stream prematurely before the seed has been prepared, and they wither and die. They become simply compost. And this is just fine, because all is recycled again. However, when you are in the moment of the mastery process, when it is your time to connect, as it is your time now, then the support from the universal brethren that have come forward toward your planet now is abundant, it is fast, and it is decisive. Abundant, fast, and decisive. These are energies that you are invited to reconnect with. Your abundance, it is your birthright. Your action is quick. This does not offer to you the sense of acting too quickly or acting irrationally. It is saying through your decisiveness, you are able to make great decisions, and the abundance of these energies supports you. Pay attention now. What inside of you has been germinating? Where are you germinating? What is germinating? Is it an idea? Is it a concept? Is it a shift? Is it a growth? Is it a pattern? What has been germinating inside of you? Are you ready to be rapidly decisive to take your action? For when you declare and take action, when you are decisive and bring in the wisdom of the universe, then abundance is yours. This word abundance has so much wrapped around it. And as part of the mastery process, it is the recognition that abundance is ever present and ever fluid. Abundance is not something you hold tight. Abundance is water. Abundance is flow. As abundance comes to you, you let it wash through you as you wash it away again, thereby allowing abundance to ever come forward and ever be released, forward and released, forward and released, because when we release, we connect and we germinate. We accept, we release, we connect, we germinate. Do you see, beloved ones? There is great momentum now. You are surrounded by universal brethren, some that are closer to density than others. They seek to say hello to you, yet they love you so patiently and reverently, they will not interfere, and they will not alarm, startle, or frighten you. If you seek this connection, if your heart wishes for this connection, you must be willing to release so that you may connect and germinate again. You are the seed of the lotus. You have polished the end. You have sanded the end. Dive into the water and germinate. It is your time, and you are ready, or you would not be receiving this message right now. We love you.
Taking a deep breath and allow it to be so. We'll see you next month. Namaste.